Hi, today I'm going to do a comparison between the Kygo A11 800 and the Kygo X or Xenon, if that's how you pronounce it. I think that's about right. Let's first start off with the content inside the boxes. This is the A11 800. I've already done a review on this one. Inside the box you just get the carrying case and user manual. Inside the carrying case itself you get the headphones, and you have a pocket and the lid where you have two cables. You have the... oh, this was a mess. You have the jack cable and you have the charging USB cable. And in the Xenon box you have... this is a bit of a bigger box than the other one. You can see the comparison. But inside the box you have the carrying case, as you have with the other ones. And you have a warranty card and a warning. So the carrying cases have quite the size difference itself. Inside the Xenon box you get the same content, just as the other one. They just fold in like this. And the A11, they are a bit more compact because you twist the head or like the earphones themselves. So you just pop them out like this and you twist them. You can see on the Xenon ones they're a bit bigger in everything, I can say. The headpiece, it's a bit thicker. It's a bit more foam than you get on these ones. And overall, the look of them are quite similar. So let's get into the specifics, shall we? I'll start with the A11s. My verdict after... I think I've had them for a year. Yeah, I think it's a year this summer. Is I like them. I like them a lot. I loved my A9 600s. I sold them to my dad because I wanted to buy these new ones to see if they were worth it. You know, usually with an upgrade, you expect something to be better than the product you have. So I wanted to see. And my verdict is yes and no, because I really loved the A9s. And for me, I don't have the use for the noise cancelling. I feel like that's just a bit gimmicky or not developed enough, at least not for these headphones. I never use the function itself, like the noise cancelling button. I just use them as they are, and for me that's enough. The bass is wonderful, but the bass on the A9s to me were better. But I have a lot more to say about these. So the price for the A11 ones are $249, and the price for the Xenon ones, that's the newest product from Kygo, are $199. So it's not that big of a difference in the price range. It's definitely worth buying the A11 ones, but I'll come into the specifics now. I'll also do a close-up of both of the headphones so you can see the difference in detail, I guess. I like the fit. I feel like with a little more oval shaped phones, they fit a lot better over your ear. I love the sound. The sound is so crisp and the bass is just... Well, I can't really explain the bass. But I love EDM music, so I like a good bass. And to me, for $249, that's worth it. Another thing I like is that they turn off, or the music stops when you take them off your head. And that's quite nice if someone's talking to you and you don't have to worry about taking up your phone and stopping the music. It works with the app when you connect it to your Bluetooth, and if you have the Kygo app, you can use the app with this. That was some pros, and let's get to the cons. And the first thing that annoys me so much about this headset is the touch panel. I really wish it was just standard buttons. That would be way easier, because always when I'm out walking or if I'm listening to music, and to switch the song, you have to swipe your finger across. And if you don't position your finger correctly, then you'll do something else. I usually stop the music and then I struggle to get it on again for some reason. But you have to swipe back and forth to switch or take the previous song, and you have to swipe up and down to do the volume. To me, that's just really inconvenient. Usually my hair gets in the way and I try to swipe back and forth, but the strands of my hair kind of diffuse the motion, I guess. So I usually just switch the song and do the volume on my phone, so then that feature isn't useful, at least for me. And another extremely annoying thing is that, I'm see if I find it, this light here. There's a blue blinking light when you have them connected to your phone and you're listening to music. Usually if I'm in bed watching YouTube videos or just listening to music, and if you have the lights off, this light, blinking blue light, just lights up your room. And that is extremely annoying. You don't see that as much if you're out walking, but hey ho. I also find it to be a bit annoying that it connects to all my devices that I have paired with this. So if I'm listening to music on my Mac, let's say I have it connected to my Mac, and then I'm taking up my phone, and then it suddenly starts like pairing complete. So then it kind of paired also to my phone. Someone will see that as useful. I see it as annoying. It's just a point to notice. No, Siri, I don't want your help. And two things that might just be my headset. I don't know if everyone else experienced the same thing, but sometimes when I'm listening to music and you have quiet parts of the song that's just piano play, don't have any vocals, it kind of makes this buzzing sound, like a slight buzzing sound that you can hear. Well, it's not very prominent, but it's still there and it's a bit annoying. And last thing I'll say is that you can already hear it from holding them. They're quite squeaky. Also, when I have them on my head and kind of shakes my head or do anything, they kind of make these squeaky sounds. It's not really a major problem, but I haven't noticed if I have more headsets that do this, but it's especially noticeable with these ones. Okay, so my camera chose to die and the sun chose to move. So we'll work with what we have. Let's get back to the headphones. We start with the pros. I really enjoy this X on the side. It lights up just a slightly bit when it's dark, not in comparison to the A11 800. And overall, I really enjoy the design of them. Very simple, very sleek, and I love that there's no touch panel. That was just way too annoying for me. Just wait 2 seconds. Oy. In this case, there's really more cons than pros. And I'm a bit bummed about that, because when there's a new product, you hope that it's going to be an upgrade, or at least a better change than the last ones. But that wasn't the case with these, and that's sad, actually, because the sound is just, first of all, the bass is not as nearly as good enough as the A11 ones, and the overall sound, it's okay, but when you have something that's better, I would rather just prefer to use the ones I have. And to me, this was just not enough, right? The looks is fine, and the overall idea of it, it's good, but it's not worth the money, you know? It's not worth paying $199 for. Like, I paid $70 buying it secondhand. That wasn't even used. So for me it was a steal, but a steal that I'm not going to use for anything. So I'll probably give them to my dad or try to sell them. But I really prefer the sound of these, and because there's basically no bass in these. It sounds like you have a bucket on top of your head and listening to the music from your phone, and it's even worse with the noise cancelling on, which, by the way, is a switch now. You can switch up and down, and even though the headset is off, when you switch the button, the light goes on. So every time you use your headset, and if you use the noise cancelling function, then you have to physically turn it off. Which, well, the light is probably an indicator that you still have it on, but it drains your headset from battery if you forget it. So the fit, it's fine, but you know, these are just circles, so it's not completely covering your ear like these are. So I find that these sit better on your head, but these are still comfortable to wear. No issues with that. But it's just, why is it so bad? I have loved the previous Kygo products. Usually I love them all, but these were just a complete bummer, because the looks of it, I compared it to the A9 600, and even those are better than these, and they're way older. These are, well, they're not brand new, but I think they came last year. I'm not sure. Either at the start of 2020 or late 19 maybe. So I would expect an upgrade, you know, and since you have the noise cancelling too, but I feel like the A9 600 had a better noise cancelling function, even though it was not a physical separate function. If not, it was no physical button to switch it on or off. So that's just, it is what it is. But if you don't have any Kygo products in general, it's okay. For the price you get a reasonable product, but if you love EDM music or just music in general with a lot of bass, then I wouldn't suggest these. And it's so weird because he's producing so much music with a lot of bass, so I would suppose that his products supports his music, you know? And these completely do for only $49 more. And in this case, it's worth it. But if I were to compare these two and recommend which to buy, if you have the money to spend $249 on these, I would definitely go for it. If you got these as a gift or got them on sale or buy them secondhand like I did, it's reasonable price, but I would not pay $199 for these. That's just not worth it. Then you can get cheaper headphones with even better bass. Yeah, that's my verdict. So I hope it was useful to some of you. I usually find these videos very helpful in buying new products, because there's a lot of money to spend on something you have no clue if you're going to like or dislike. But in general, I am quite happy with these. Thanks for watching!